Over the past several years, social media has impacted our everyday lives. Twitter has also become a major part of news reporting and journalism, and those in the media and broadcasting have been using it to their full advantage in many different ways.
Journalists are using, or news media organizations are using social media pages because they want to share their links on Twitter or Facebook page, so that a good number of internet users who rely on social media pages for information can get that information. Another way the social media is shaping practice of journalism is news gathering process, in the process of news gathering or information gathering.
Different techniques have been used by those in the media to gather information. One way is seeing what people are talking about, or in Twitter terms, what's trending.
On Twitter, particularly, if you have a hashtag of if you search a phrase, for example, Occupy Wall Street, or Joe Paterno, or Penn State, you'll find a lot of tweets about those topics. So that is where you can monitor what people are talking about, what are the concerns about people's public concern about that topic. So you can get an idea, news idea from tweets or social media messages.
Using social media for research backfired on January 21st, 2012, when Onward State, an independent newspaper made up of Penn State students, prematurely reported that former head football coach Joe Paterno had died, based on what turned out to be information from an unreliable source. Many in the media used it as fact, including CBS Sports and BreakingNews.com. It turned out to be an embarrassing moment for journalists, especially those who were on Twitter.
Journalists have to be as cautious when they use Twitter as when they put a story in the newspaper or on television or on the radio. It's their voice backed by the authority of the news organization which employs them, and it's construed by people and by the public as being factual. Those
who aired that information, cross-checking the real information, that was a mistake. So obviously, it is a journalism 101 that you always need to check the fact. Though you need to break the information, you are there under pressure to break the information. But without checking the information, or without checking the correctness of the information, it is not a good idea to break the information. It can be wrong, and it will obviously damage the credibility image of the news organization. So it is something basic lesson of journalism. It is nothing they need to learn again, but if they can just follow the basics of journalism 101, they'll be fine.
Despite the negatives of those type of incidents, student media at Harrisburg University, especially the campus newspaper The Slate, have begun to increase their use of Twitter following the launch of their new website.
We have been encouraging it. A lot of our staff writers, though, and our section editors, they're good about tweeting it themselves or sharing tweets about articles they've written and things like that.
The Slate is also looking to reach new readers, and getting the entire staff on board with Twitter will be a goal for the Public Relations Department to reach in the near future.
Yeah, online has definitely been a really big part of that. We're really trying to work on getting the website updated on a more consistent basis. That's something that's really important to us. I'm also working on hopefully next year having each individual section have their own Twitter and Facebook accounts because, you know, as the PR director, it is my primary responsibility to maintain those social media accounts. However, I'm not always as aware of all the individual stories that are going on in all of the sections. So I think that'll be definitely a better way to get the stories out there and get them to even more followers and more people online.
With social media becoming a bigger part of journalism, the question is, how can it be used and taught to future journalists? And what is the possibility of seeing a course at Harrisburg University directed specifically to it?
We introduced two PR courses, graduate level courses, PR Foundation and PR Strategies, where we'll be talking a lot about social media strategies for PR and marketing. But I agree that there may be a possibility I'll be the one of the interested faculty to offer that course on social media, and social media topic can be taught in the context of journalism. So that course can include social media in journalism, social media in public relations,